Brilliance. Hello, Psychic Universe.
Hi, everyone. How are you today? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. For those that celebrate that, because we know that the people down under don't celebrate that, because this is a fake holiday that America made up. It's so silly, but it does make you feel grateful and thankful.
Well, it does have something to do with the Indians, but then
they killed all the Indians. It's a total bias.
They killed all the Indians, and they were like, let's celebrate.
And they gave them syphilis. I mean, Pocahontas died of syphilis.
No, they actually cut some of their breast off.
They did, and it's a terrible
And they used it as tobacco pouches?
Yeah,
oh
so, I mean, the origin of it is awful.
Happy
Happy Thanksgiving, because the idea is to be, remember the things that you're thankful for.
They turned it into
and it gives you a reason to get together with your family, get drunk, and yell at them and not feel bad about it. So anything that happens at Thanksgiving dinner, that's just part of the turkey. You eat yourself and they go, you know what, Mom? I really fucking hate you. And then it's fine, because then you don't talk for another fucking year. And then you get to make it up at Christmas with a great present. We have it all panned out.
Well,
but
that's
you,
why
Danda,
I am not near my family.
Are so quiche. You're so fucking quiche because you don't have to even do that. So that's great.
No one else has to do it.
Hello, Psychic Universe.
Hi, everyone. So
I'm gonna let Tracy talk because I'm probably gonna laugh.
We love to laugh, Sean and I, all the time, but we've got these honey boo boo situations that are coming out. And
well, you know what the coolest thing to do right now is?
He's gonna let me talk.
Rape. Rape is the cool thing to talk about. It's the cool thing. Like Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is training to be raped. He's jumping on the rape train.
Well, we want
toot toot. It's charging out of the station. I was raped. He was raped. Everybody's been raped. Rape.
And it's not funny, but Shia LaBeouf came out with this
rape allegation, and I don't know how you can rape a man.
Art project. No. Men will have stories to tell. But he said...
you could rape me if I bend over and say no.
Rape
but if I bend over, then what am I really saying?
In a man's case, rape means contact, though. Like, if it's oral, it's contact.
Okay, but if the dick gets up...
No, but that doesnn't mean it's consensual.
Well, then technically I've raped people, too, because all those bisexual
guys... I can't
believe it! joke. They all consented, trust me.
It's consent. Yeah. It drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. Let me talk, please.
Okay.
Today. So, we actually want to see if Shia LaBeouf is telling the truth.
Yeah, because he's claiming to be raped. And he's crazy, but let's just see. But Queenwhile, the reason why we're doing this rape special is because rape is the big thing right now. And Tracy wants you to confess. If you've been raped, you should post it on our comments, and we're gonna... I don't know what we're gonna do with that after. What do we do with that?
I want people to empower themselves. You don't have to give names and stuff like that, but I want you to start empowering yourself and telling your story, because I had a molestation issue.
God, I just love how Bill Cosby is still so influential. Oh, back in the 90s...
Screw Bill Cosby.
Back in the 90s, he made us all want to eat pudding, and now he wants us all to talk about rape. It's just amazing.
Still so influential. But listen, when I was 12, my 16-year-old cousin thought it was okay
to charge me.
To do me. And I accidentally fell in love with him on top of it. It's my cousin. And from that point, my family thought it was okay to treat me vile. I've recovered from it since then, only because I have such a strong spiritual base that if you ever read the book Embraced by the Light, you can appreciate some of the circumstances you've been into. But I've never told anyone, and now I'm telling it publicly. And so I want people to tell their public stories. I want people to heal. And sometimes the best way to heal is to say, this happened to me. Okay? So, I'm telling my own story, and I never saw my, I need your lock number. And I never saw my molester again. I don't know if he's dead or alive. He's in my age bracket, family member. And it came back on me like years later. I was at my family's house, and one of the pastors was like, in my family, one of the pastors was like, I know what happened to you, and he said it in front of everyone, and I was like, no, I need your password.
I know, hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And then he was like, I know.
Just swoop in and save us. Who's going to stop me?
And he
Not
was
today,
like,
Jesus.
He was like, I know what happened to you. And what I remember about him telling that day, because I'm going to tell Ebony's story. I remember when he was telling me what he knew based upon what the family gossip had been about. Wait, I'm not done yet. Don't you dare talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
It was the first time I realized that I was a piranha of the family, and the second time I realized that no one wanted me to tell my side of the story.
I think you mean pariah?
Pariah? Okay.
You couldn't gobble up everyone?
But through my experience, you guys know me. I stay happy-go-lucky. You know, it did not make me. It did not break me. It did not make me, nor did it break me. It actually did make me feel very conservative in sex, though. But in any case, I asked one of my YouTube followers, Ebony, if I can repeat her statement. And here's hers. Where's the part? Not so much...
I was abused.
Okay, I was abused, and due to it being a family friend. I don't know how to explain that relationship, but I was shunned. Same thing, Ebony. Not so much by my family, but his wife. She was actually understanding when I told her, which was weird. So maybe she knew something.
And the in-laws.
And the in-laws, but my family decided not to press charges. I'm sorry, honey. But months later, someone pressed charges on my abuser. I guess someone else. I don't know who, but I think about it a lot. I could have saved that someone else from being abused. It does mess up your normalcy and future. I was shy and naive, which I was too. Anyway, but after that, I stopped talking and I isolated myself even more. Because you work up the courage to tell the truth, but you're told it's not the truth. So she told the truth, and then she was told that it wasn't the truth. And so, as a child or a young adult, you feel two ways. Maybe it's not true, and I'm overthinking it. Or you become rebellious. Absolutely. But when my abuser was found out and charged...
What was that? Well, she didn't write anymore after that. I think that was supposed to be the sentence. But then my abuser was found out and charged. I think there was a word missing.
She said it was pain, but it was also a learning experience. Changes you in many levels. It does. But I use my energy on letting young people know the signs of sexual abuse. I'm so proud of you. The signs of sexual abuse, and go with gut feelings. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. No matter who it is, if you tell and people try to encourage you not to tell, you gotta let them go permanently. But realize everyone will not believe what happened, especially when a family connection is involved. It's about courage and trusting yourself. But thank you for listening, sharing my pain, and replying. And then I was coughing.
Hope her cough gets better.
So that was Ebony, and that was in a Honey Boo Boo comment section.
Because it's 8 minutes deep.
In any case, Jesus Christ, listen to me. I want other people to have the strength to tell Ebony's story the way she did. By the way, Ebony, our stories are very similar. I'm not sure how old you were, but I was young as well. So, my email address is tracybrown515@yahoo. TRACEYBROWN515@yahoo. Send me a video, send me a statement, but talk your authentic truth. You can mention names if you want to. Who's going to sue me? I want them to sue me. I want to work on your behalf, but you don't have to. If you've been compromised in any way, rape, child molestation, somebody touching you inappropriately, let me know. Put it in video, put it in writing, but tell your story. All right? So, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Thank you, everyone. TracyBrown515 at TracyBrown515@yahoo. And TRACEYBROWN515. So we're looking to see if he's telling the truth?
Yes. Well, I asked the cards if he was lying. That's why I asked.
Okay. Okay, you can go first.
Yes, he's lying.
Oh, really?
He's totally making it up. Creative daydreams, far, far and away, represents it's all a manifestation of his crazy mind. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And why? Because he is out of money. He has no money. He is in a cyclone of the problems that he was still in. So this is the easiest way, because this is the way for him to become a victim again. It's kind of a little insulting that he's deciding to jump on the train of rape, like all the people who are coming out for Cosby, going, gee, look at how much press these people are getting. Look at all this. Look at all that. So he decides, and mind you, this happened a fucking year ago. So it's odd timing that he waits a whole year. And even after reading the article, it was very like, well, was it really raping? Were you being? I mean, again, he's just in the dark place and trying to manifest money because he's got nothing else to do. That's what I think.
So, I also think that he's lying. I also think that he kind of knew this woman. I also think that it may have been a setup. Not the way, like, I'm going to set you up. It's kind of like, well, she was chasing him, don't get me wrong. I feel like she was chasing him or stalking him.
Right,
or,
I'm sure that, yeah.
Yeah, or, like, showing up wherever he showed up, like, oh my God, remember me, like that. And I think he's using the fact that she might be nutty to say something.
Right. Because I think that they probably did engage in intercourse.
Oh, I was going to say that. I feel like that there was some romantic connection.
The Dragon's Pet shows that there was a connection, and it was a two-way, okay? That's like me, like, trying to sue the guy that was my first boyfriend when I was 15 and he was 30. I wasn't...
Well, wait a second. You didn't get to tell your story.
Well, that was an awful lot. I mean, that was the longest message ever. But I mean, I don't have a story to tell because it wasn't really like I was raped. I mean, it was... Well,
but it really was that you were raped.
No, because I didn't also go all the way.
You were compromised. I like the word compromise.
I was not raped because I lied about my age. And 2, I wanted it. And 3, we didn't even have sex all the way. He was just, this older guy, and I was 15. We dated for 2 months. I thought I was in love, and then I was like, God, I could do better than this. I'm only 15. So I broke up with him.
I get it. Okay, so that is a little different.
I mean, technically, if you look at his standards, I mean, I was also very tall for my age, and he thought I was 18, and maybe he didn't. I don't care. But it wasn't rape for me. It's fun. Okay. But yeah, that's why there's no point to show that story. But in any case, I'm using that story to bring forth the light that you can't go back on something because it might have now be legal and now like it's cool to be a rape victim because that's all I feel like he's doing. He's jumping on the train of people who are having severe issues because this is the way to make him like a spotlight person again.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like he's trying to get back at her too.
Yeah, but also I think he's trying to woo public attention back onto his favor because the last time he was in the media, it was not in a very happy way. He was all over the place. He got arrested, I think, for God's sake.
It's actually really funny, though. I saw him once on Jimmy Kimmel, and oh my God, I love
And I think he's like super sexy if he wasn't such a fucking
totally
crazy.
Sexy, yeah.
But he's one of those rare crazy child stars because he was a kid. He was a star for too young.
Shia.
Bill Crosby, right?
I even wrote it out, Bill Crosby. Like, it's like...
And then when you wrote Raven Simone, you wrote Raven Sinmone. No one's safe.
That's the handsome.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna hack your name in half. She's gonna hack it up. She takes it, it's like she takes it and she scrambles it up. You could create your own app. Like, how's Tracy gonna spell your name?
I'm like John Travolta.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Brown Bunch Up, and you can call it the Tracy Brown Bunch Up, and you put your name in and types that up for like whatever it's gonna be.
Like Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un. H-O-O-N. I'm like, oh my God. How do people even want... I am very good job, Psychic Universe, for being able to find these videos. I can't even find them at the time.
Find them after I post them.
I'm like, girl, let's like a fucking play Sherlock Holmes over here. I'm like, now how would she even... I even think, how would she...
What was the last one you couldn't find? Was it Cosby?
I don't know. And then sometimes she decides to hashtag things. I don't even know why. It's just...
No, the Battle of the... Oh, no. You can't find the Battle of the Blondes because I changed it to... Paper Mag and Kim's ass, but that's different. I did spell that right.
Yeah, well, but I did she called it Paper Mag, and she didn't put Third Eye View on there. And I'm like, okay, Tracy, come on.
I did the last one, though.
Yes, you did, yes.
But you didn't notice what I really did.
You put it behind.
No, I put the third eye.
Oh, see.
I didn't even finish the view. I was like, why am I in charge of this stuff?
Speaking of finishing, we have 30 seconds. We have to wrap up. But, yeah.
Send me your... story.
And Shia, stop trying to get off the rape train. You're not a rape victim.
Shia, stop.
Just stop. Seriously.
Stop. There are real stories out there. And you're going to send me your stories. We're going to show Shia what
rape
being
really
compromised looks like.
Ugly, apparently.
It's ugly.
It is. Any case, good night, Psychic Universe.
Love you,
and we'll see you next
Nation.
week. Au
See you later.
Hurry up.
Oh, ow!